Here's a thought. How much time do we spend on social media? How many hours a day, a week? How much of our lives are wasted away constantly checking these apps? 80% of Australians use social media, and ladies, we use it about 14 hours a week. Just to put that into perspective, that's about 10 sermons and 5 music albums on upper room media. But did we ever stop and think about the effect that might be having on our lives? Our minds, like our stomachs, need food, nourishment. If I'm constantly feeding myself McDonald's, what do you think the effect will be when compared to a healthy diet of fruits and vegetables? It's a no-brainer, right? So what are we feeding our minds? What are we following on social media that takes up so much of our time? Are we spending most of our time listening to educating sermons, reading mindful books, and just spending time in the presence and knowledge of God? Or are we too busy keeping up with the Kardashians, the latest celebrity goss, and looking at what the perfect relationship looks like on Instagram? Did you know that social media is linked with higher rates of envy, anxiety, depression, loneliness, and social isolation? But if social media posts are so positive, why are the negative effects? We're only seeing the highlight reel of people's movies, of people's stories, and naturally we compare it to our own lives. This affects how we look at ourselves and how we view our relationships. I saw this as a new mum. I saw the effect it had on my life. Seeing other mums on Instagram sharing such positive experiences of motherhood made me question my own, made me question my abilities as a mother, my instincts, and it made me feel such sadness and guilt that I couldn't provide that for my own daughter. But people don't share their negative experiences on social media. Think about it. Why would I take photos of something negative, of something that makes me sad, of my failures, of my shortcomings? It's not glamorous. It doesn't get likes. Social media is a front, one that doesn't reveal the underlying chaos. And that makes me less accepting of my own chaos, of my own insecurities, and of my own shortcomings. All of a sudden, my relationship is in trouble because it seems imperfect. My work suffers because I feel like I'm not capable of doing it. And I'm constantly plagued by the thought that I'm not good enough, that I'm not worthy enough. But where does my worth come from? Does it come from comparisons on social media? Does it come from other people's opinion of me? My worth comes from knowing who I am. I am a child of the King, and this King runs this place. How can I have self-doubt if I know that? How can I think less of myself when the Almighty King, the creator of the universe, thinks the world of me and loves me enough to spread his undefiled hands on the cross and die for me? Not only that, but I was purposefully made, fashioned deliberately, made with a specific intent for such a unique purpose. If I know that, truly know and believe that, I'll be sure of my worth. That even though the world is telling me one thing, my Creator thinks otherwise. So before you pick up your phone to look at your newsfeed, think about how it's negatively affecting you and replace that negativity with the assurance that you are worth somebody's life, and not just anybody. You're worth the life of our God and our King, and He loves you more than you can ever imagine. And glory be to God forever. Amen.